Hey guys, it's Schmeat back here with another video. My tone in this video is going to be kind of rough because I don't know why my Hornets include themselves in these matters. And as you guys can probably tell, it's the Andre Drummond Shabil. Obviously, he hasn't been signed to us, but just the thought of him on our team just makes me question our ownership. It really does. I got a report right here, Yahoo sources. I don't even know if Yahoo is still a company. I haven't heard their name since 2005. Andre Drummond will listen to pitches from the Knicks, Lakers, Clippers, Celtics, and finally my Charlotte Hornets. This is frustrating. Obviously, if you look at these teams to start, obviously I would go in the order. If I was Andre Drummond, if I suddenly turned into a 7-footer that just got bought out, the Lakers probably would be my first destination. Not only do you get to play with LeBron and AD, although they are out, so you could come in there and be the superstar that you envision yourself as. You also get the chance to win a title. And then probably the Clippers, and then the Celtics, and then it's either between the Knicks and the Hornets. So for Andre Drummond, I don't see how the Hornets could be appealing to him, which kind of makes me scared because all these teams, except my Hornets and the Knicks, can offer him one hope, and that's a championship. And the Knicks and the Hornets, what are our appeal to Andre Drummond? The only thing that I could really think of is true playing time. He's not going to be a bench player. He's not going to be on the bench during the fourth quarter for both of those teams, and he's going to have his chance to shine on both of those teams, which he values because he's been on bad teams all his life. And the second thing, a thing that he's probably been chasing since he got in the NBA, is money. And we have a lot of it, and the Knicks have a lot of it this summer, and this just makes me scared. I know I did some videos about Vucevic coming to the Hornets probably a month ago now. I did Montrezl Harrell coming to the Hornets a week ago before the trade deadline because that was rumored. But this is the scariest. I would caution the Hornets organization in doing this move because if you bring him in this year, because we can't offer him a multiple year deal, from my understanding, if he's a buyout candidate, you offer him this 1 year, $2 million deal. He gets us to the playoffs. He puts up crazy stats because that's what he does. And if you look at his stats, he's one of the worst field goal centers, field goal percentage centers in the NBA. He cannot shoot the ball from 0 feet away. It's insane. I watched a couple Cavaliers games this season, and his stats show 17 points a game, 13 rebounds. They show really nice stats, but when you actually watch his games, it's awful. And for my Hornets to be involved in this, which I expected them to be because we are in the need for a center, it's scary at the end of the day. Because let's go back to my scenario, which he's really good with us, puts up good stats, brings us to the playoffs. We get that young playoff experience for LaMelo, for PJ Washington, for Miles Bridges, for Malik Monk. I don't really care about Devontae Graham's playoff experience because I want him gone in this off. Well, I don't personally want him gone, but I don't think we're going to bring him back this offseason because the money is just not there. But say we do really well, we go to the playoffs with Andre Drummond on our team as our starting center because he's not going to play in a bench role. That's not going to be our pitch. Our pitch is going to be you're going to be starting, and we're a young team, and you're going to be a part of the superstar cast that we have with Terry Rozier and Gordon Hayward. We're going to re-sign him if we win a playoff series, if we even compete in a 7-game series. My fear is we're going to re-sign him to a deal. And there's a report, I don't know if it's real, if it was actually said by him, but there's a report saying that he's looking for a max contract this summer, which is just crazy to me. I guess if I look at it from his eyes, if I go back into my 7-foot body, You got to see like Rudy Gobert getting a max contract and be like, I put up pretty similar stats to Rudy Gobert. And I don't know how self-aware Andre Drummond is. I'm not like personally tied to Andre Drummond, but he is nowhere near Rudy Gobert. I gotta give Rudy Gobert his props because at the start of the season I was with the haters, but Rudy Gobert is just on a different level. Andre Drummond has just been on bad teams, and if we give him a max contract, because there's two organizations in the NBA whose ownership throughout the years have just been terrible. Well, there's been more, but for this sake, it's been the Knicks giving out bad contracts, drafting players terribly, and it's been the Hornets. Recently, you got like Nick Batum, which has been terrible. I mean, we have to pay him like $9 to $10 million for the next 2 or 3 years, something like that. So we got a track record with giving players bad contracts. I guess the same thing can be said for other franchises. I mean, the Timberwolves over the last like 40 years haven't really done much. But I can't really talk because I'm a Hornets fan. So we have not done, like, we've had Kemba and that's about it. But I'm just scared at the end of the day. I don't know how many times I've said I'm scared, but this will really just show how Drummond values himself if he just wants to go to a bad team and be a vital role on a bad I'm not saying we're a bad team, but not a playoff contender or not a championship contender. We're obviously a playoff contender. This will show if he just wants money or if he wants to actually win a championship, which I don't know what he wants at this point of his career. He is 27, the same age, so he's not like in his 30s. I think he's the same age as Cody Zeller. Cody Zeller might be 28. Let me just look it up here. Yeah, he's 28, so he's actually younger than Cody Zeller, which is kind of surprising. But I would rather just play our young centers at the end of the day. Keep playing Cody, Bismack, whatever. They're on 1-year deals. They're not like selfish players. That's my point here. I'm pretty sure Andre Drummond doesn't see himself as a selfish player. But at the end of the day, he has a track record for being a selfish player, and I don't want him on our team, guys. I'm just gonna be real. So Hornets organization, MJ, Mitch, all the guys up there, all the high ups, please don't have Andre Drummond on our team, and I'll see you guys later.